One of the things that I want to get across on these videos is that one thing that you do in one area will inform the way that you approach other problems or creative endeavors and so on. Hey, thank you so much if you viewed, liked and subscribed to the last video. I truly appreciate your eyeballs. But seriously, thanks for liking and subscribing. People who can talk about their craft are like gold in any, not even in any industry, just like it's gold for any creative population that want to get an insight. Even if you're like thinking of writing, listening to actors talk and listening to directors talk, I mean, they're all in the business of storytelling. And this is another point. Anything that you can glean, human nature or stories or tropes, like the essence of architecture or how the world works, all of it kind of should funnel somehow into your story, whether consciously or subconsciously. But it's like the more you know, the more you can write, and it informs the decisions that you make when you're writing and storytelling. Anyway, and all creative endeavors, I think more and more one of the things that I want to get across on these videos is that one thing that you do in one area will inform the way that you approach other problems or creative endeavors and so on, and solving creative problems, right? I think one of the interesting points that was sold to me in A-level, so this is like 18, when you're 18 in UK and still in education, you do A-levels, and one of the A-levels that was suddenly like newfangled and apparently the universities wanted it, was general studies. And the point of general studies was to spell out for people, for students, and maybe the teachers as well, it was that like we study maths separately from geography and separate from the various sciences and separate from English literature and separate from Italian. But in its core, like when your mind is working across all these areas, there are no boundaries. One thing that's geography overlaps with history. So if you don't know like the geography of a place over time, then how are you really going to be informed about, the sociology of a particular era, for instance? And so general studies was, I think, a way of trying to prompt people to understand that like all that you're learning is to inform, the bigger picture, like patchwork and layers of patchwork. And I really think that everything that we do as creatives should also follow that same kind of philosophy, that it's not about like learning a separate thing here, like this is how to structure a story, or this is how you write sci-fi, or this is how you write fantasy, or this is how you write a non-fiction piece of work. That, like how learning something like taekwondo can actually help inform not just fight scenes, but also the sparring that happens in dialogue. See, I told you I had opinions about stuff. All that to say is, like, when people can talk about craft, like actors who've done stuff and have interesting things to say about craft, I think it's worth listening. Thank you for watching. This has been L. Lee Clark, and we're out.